During our time of life, people are learning day by day. Our mistakes leave us valuable lessons. Each event that occurs throughout our days changes and teaches, being able to make us ready for what is coming in future days. We are learning what people call life lessons, being these teachings of all kinds that are accurate throughout life, throughout the daily experience we have. Such is the case of the following story that I am about to tell you, a story which I struggled with the classes, a story that left in me a great lesson that to this day I keep and always. It always been a very perfectionist student with my classes. I constantly try to do my best in each of my subjects, strive every day and fulfill my obligations. I am in the last grade of my high school and it's been complicated because the teacher assigned me a team which is not responsible or worried about handing in homework. All this affects my grades.
Whether you happy to play is the most difficult part for me.
Maybe it is the most complicated, but it is my turn to do more than everyone else.
He complained for no reason. It was my turn to decorate and I hate doing this kind of thing. I'm not good at it.
What do you think if we better save this for last and escape from the next class to go to the place?
Totally agree. I be bored of being at school and I don't feel like doing homework.
I like the idea. Well, this task isn't even that important and it is only worth 10 points. It is not necessary to do it.
When I heard everything my teammates said, I couldn't believe it and I started to get stressed. I worried too much and distressed because then I would have to do the homework alone. The homework was due in a week, but I also had more work to do, so I asked them to have it ready by Wednesday.
Hello friends, good morning, how are they?
Hi Perla, I am very well. My week has been super relaxed and I haven't done anything but play video games.
I'm still having a week without any worries. I just only talk with my other friends and spend the day in my room watching my series, my favorite series.
Listen to what they just say, and I want to ask you, has none of you done your part of the work?
At least I don't have it ready and I don't think I will do it either because it might be very lazy.
I will not to do my part of the homework either because it is also not an important task or one that is worth a lot of points.
I think the same. I'm not finishing my part of the work. Also, my series is in a very important part and I prefer finish it before doing this task that worthless.
After listening to everything my teammates said, I started to feel very stressed, tensing and with high anxiety because I didn't know what to do. I could not count on them. I had other tasks to deliver and I didn't know to see any solution other than to do the whole time by myself. Then the delivery day arrived.
Hey Ramon, did you finish your homework?
I hope you did it because it was super boring for me.
Also, the topic we saw was not interesting.
That's how I finished the tasks, but I took you out of them. I turned it into the homework and that day later I started to feel very bad, so I went to the doctor. Finished the test and all the teamwork alone in my house, I entered the grade disappeared and all the stresses and accumulated courage that I had had since days before. I feel on that day, being alone in my room, I find it and that moment I feel caught up in my own thoughts. I got seizure and anxious attack. I hadn't been convulsing like this for a few years and for almost the same situation, it was the second time something like this happened to me. The thing was so serious that my brother listed everything. He spoke to my parents and none of they he called the paramedics, so they took me to the hospital immediately, with the help of a neighbor. When I was there, I blacked out. For what my parents tell me is that it's that I died for a moment, only for an instant, but all that trouble had impacted my life so far. Things didn't happen anymore. At that time, but in case it happened again. I was given a treatment, but since then I've tried to take care of myself too much and always tried to be calm in matters of work and study. I can say that after this experience I learned not to worry so much. I realized that there is not perfect person, because otherwise I will not to be a human being, which has always been present in my actions. This fact made me realize that I should never be too hard or close myself to my studies, because the only thing that caused this action is that school had taken a large part of my life, to the point of stressing and worrying so much that I finished in the hospital for cardiac arrhythmia that almost took my life. I did not realize that all this study has been consuming me instead of a make progress, but thanks to this I learned the great lesson that I should not rush so much to want to achieve excellence.